Hello, everybody! Oops, hang on. I don't think I'm live yet. Yeah, I'm still thinking. Hello, everybody! It is Saturday Night Live! How is everybody doing this Saturday night? Tell me about it. Hello, Kitty. Good to see you. Good to have you. Oops, I hit the wrong button there. Good to have you on with us. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry I am so tardy. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. Great to have you here with us. Tell us about your guys' Saturday. What are you grateful for this Saturday? Tell us about it. I want to know. The world wants to know. It has been a long week, Kitty. I will give you that. It has been a very long week. Kristen's with us. Hey, boogie on down. I can boogie. I got the moves like Jagger. So the wedding moves of Zach, he got that from me. Hey, Pat and the Peanut Gallery are with us. Tell us about your guys' day. What are you grateful for? This is week 29 or 30, depending on the way you're counting it. Okay, some of you are counting it as week 29. Some of you southern ones are some of you northern ones are counting it as week 30. Southern states are counting it as week 29. However you're counting it, you survived another one. You guys did it. You did it. And I am immensely proud of you for doing it. You put another one in the books. Hey, Chris, good to have you with us. We were busier than I thought we were going to be. Today was a warmer day. So it was the nice day of the weekend, or at least that's what somebody told me. It was going to be the nice day of the weekend. And so I thought for sure, and the temps were in the mid to upper 70s, so I thought for sure we'd be slower today. And we had a good Saturday, so I'm happy with that. I was telling somebody earlier, it's each sale, each transaction, each item, each day, I'm immensely grateful for, because we don't know what the next sale is going to be. We don't know when the next sale is going to walk through the door. We don't know when the next good Saturday is going to be. But I am immensely grateful for each part of that. Each part that you break down to the lowest level, down to that last item. Excuse me. I am immensely grateful for, immensely. Hey, Jana, great to have you with us. Yeah, it is a Columbus Day weekend, so, normally we're busy on Monday of Columbus Day. I have no idea. There are no rules for this weekend in this year, so, where we fall on it, what is, I honestly, I don't know. But I'm happy, each day that there's more money coming in than going out. I'm eternally grateful for, because you don't know what anything's going to be. You don't know what November's going to be. You don't know what next week's going to be. And that's okay. It's okay not to know. We don't stop out of fear of not knowing. Okay? We in this group, we do not stop for fear of what we don't know. We keep on working, and we embrace what we do, and we do what we do well. And for that is how this group rolls. That is how we do it. So, we don't let fear of the unknown get in our way. That is not what we do. Well, I am excited to hear all of that. That is all good stuff here on Self-Care Sunday Eve. It is Self-Care Sunday Eve here tonight. And I'm grateful to have all of you with us tonight on Self-Care Sunday Eve. Jane is with us. Well, being way more ish, you're all showing up on a Saturday Night Live. You are, and I appreciate it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we get this program started. I enjoyed the one from the other night. It was fun because I was in the store the next day, or at some point after that, and I was talking about mixtapes and stuff, and, I think it was right after Eddie Van Halen had passed away, and people were, we were talking mixtapes. I had, 1984 the Jump album on an album. I had that, and I remember making my mixtapes. So I really did enjoy that one from the other night, and I'm glad we talked about it because it brought back a lot of memories. I saw that you guys were posting songs afterwards, and it was really nice. So. Thank you. All right, our good morning tonight. Let's flip it over to page 100 tonight, where 100 is where we're going tonight in the Good Morning, Good Night book, how we get this program started every night. Hey, Julie Jankowitz is here just in time for the Good Morning, Good Night book. Great to have you here, Julie. I am standing at the roulette table. Good morning. Pushing all my chips in your direction. I'm betting on you! Dealer, sir, that's not how this works. I've gotten that a lot at the dealer table before. I used to really enjoy, in college, I enjoyed blackjack. We ran a lot. We played a lot of blackjack. I doubled down when you weren't supposed to, but the odds really worked in my favor. That used to get me marked sometimes because I'd do that. So let's talk. Let's find out some good things that are going on in the world here on our short Saturday Night Live, because this is Self-Care Sunday Eve, where we will be. I haven't loaded up a recipe yet for Self-Care Sunday, but I will have a recipe. I know I've got somebody's recipe that I can load up. And I will have a Self-Care Sunday recipe of the week. Self-Care Sunday is a day that's important to take for you, okay? It's a moment in the week, okay, to take for you and to say, okay, I'm going to breathe now. And take that for you. We've also had, as part of that, baking, okay? It has become a part of that. And with that, we have the Resale Strong cookbook that we have been building throughout this. A recipe a week, every week. We've been adding to it, creating quite the Resale Strong cookbook. And this week will be no different. We will have a recipe. Although I fully admit, in my race to get on tonight, I was trying to get back to the set tonight. I didn't want to do it remotely or any place else that I was, and I wanted to be on set tonight, and in my race to that I did not get it scheduled or posted, but I will have it for you. Do not fear. Bakers and cooks, do not fear, I will have it for you. A couple of important news items. 66% of companies still plan to give bonuses next year. 66%. 66. 1 in 3 companies now say they've reduced their projections for pay raises next year relative to what they were originally expecting just a few months ago, while half have stuck to their original salary hike targets. On average, companies now expect to raise salaries for non-executives by an average of 2.6%, down from 2.8% they initially projected for all employees. For executives, that's you. You're an executive. The hike will be like 2.5%. The main reason for the drop: weaker financial. Um, by comparison, average annual pay raises for all employees have been about 3% since the Great Recession. The survey also found that about 10% of companies are not planning to offer any salary increases at all. It's a balancing act between remaining viable as a company and remaining competitive and having financial stability. In terms of bonuses, 2/3 of employers are still planning to do it, but companies found that they're most likely to pay bonuses to executives and those in management. While a quarter of companies say they're undecided whether they'll be able to pay bonuses at all, and nearly 1 in 10 companies say they won't do so. So we've still been keeping our birthday bonuses going. Whether what we do at the holidays and everything else, we'll see where it's at. No, that was birthday bonuses. McDonald's, the Golden Arches, an example I use often, okay, in business lessons. There are so many lessons we can learn from McDonald's, and it was such a great, I've lost track of how many years ago, Adele will remember, but that we actually were at McDonald's corporate headquarters in Illinois for a fall seminar, which was great. It was just such an inspiring place to be for a seminar, okay, that it was truly awesome and amazing to have our seminar there that year, and the lessons that you could learn from McDonald's, okay? And we've talked about it on here before, just good salesmanship. Would you like to supersize that? Would you like fries with that? Would you like an apple pie? It's just the continual upselling, which sounds so simplistic. Simplistic does not make it simple, okay? Or simple but not simplistic. Okay, that whole mindset and mantra, okay, that you teach, and teaching 17-year-olds to do that, okay, and 18-year-olds to run a multi-million-dollar company is pretty cool. Orlando Park. I forget the town, Kitty. I'm bad with that. Wherever it is. Orland Park. It could be. Wherever it is in Illinois. I forget where the corporate, does it say on here? Yeah, all they say is Chicago area, but Bonnie presented, yes. I did not. I was there. I remember being there, but I don't remember. But I remember the environment, and I remember. So that's not what I call 20 Oak Brook, Illinois. See, there you go. I knew Adele would have it at her fingertips. That was a great experience there. Okay, but while this is interesting. McDonald's U.S. traffic beats 2019 levels at lunch and dinner, according to data. Traffic at the burger chain is trending above 2019 levels in the afternoons and evenings, according to smartphone location data. Lunchtime is leading the way with visits up more than 10% from a year ago, and dinner is also seeing an uptick. And breakfast remains just below 2019 levels as the virus continues to disrupt commutes. And breakfast traffic has improved faster at McDonald's than at many rivals. Their visits between 6 and 11 a.m. were down about 5% as of late September. McDonald's has called breakfast a challenged part of the day during their earnings call. So that's kind of interesting. And why is that interesting? It's interesting because if traffic is going back to McDonald's, if McDonald's is seeing an uptick in their afternoon and dinner traffic, that is a good sign for the rest of us. Okay? Because if things are good for McDonald's, they're good for you too. If people are spending on discretionary food such as McDonald's to take their kids there or get lunch there, okay, because eating at McDonald's, I don't know if any of you have been there recently, it's not it's not cheap. You know, people think of it as a cheap meal and everything else. It gets expensive really fast at McDonald's. But if people are feeling comfortable doing that, if people are feeling comfortable being out and doing that, and that their traffic is up, okay, that bodes well for the rest of us, okay? And that is nationwide data, so I mean, obviously there are areas that are doing better and areas that are doing worse with the country. But that is actually very exciting that people are doing better, that they are doing better. And that's, you know, quite honestly, the midday is where we are seeing the bulk of our traffic. So the fact that they're doing better at lunch is sort of what we are seeing in store. So, you know, we're sort of that 11 to 3 range is sort of our sweet spot right now. You know, if you were to look at the graphs of sales. So, you know, these are good things and good things to come. So, I am excited about that because I think that bodes well for all businesses if people are willing to go back to McDonald's and are going back to it in good numbers. All right. Stepping into the government for a second, according to a study, the outcome of the election won't impact consumer spending. Consumers are not basing future shopping decisions on the outcome of the election. That's according to a survey by First Insight, which found that a mere 1% difference exists depending on which candidate is elected. The survey also found that worry about the pandemic is receding and consumers may be experiencing COVID fatigue, with over a 20% drop in concern from April. Also, the impact of COVID-19 on consumer purchase decisions showed a 27% decrease versus the highest peak reported in April. The percent of consumers cutting back on spending due to COVID-19 has decreased from 62% to 48%, aligned with trends observed in purchasing behaviors in categories such as car sales, home improvement, as well as other select categories within the overall economy. It's surprising to hear from the voice of consumers that they expect the election outcomes will have so little impact on their shopping behavior or purchase patterns. It's also clear that the coronavirus fatigue has set in, with the pandemic playing a lesser role in shopping decisions than it once did. Given this data that is coming directly from consumers, companies who want first mover advantage in their market must begin to execute strategies now and not have a wait and see. Okay, again, that's what we've been telling you. Move everything forward. Get that Christmas out there. Make the sales now. Make hay while the getting's good. The consumers want to spend. They want to shop. You know, even in our own unofficial store stats that I've looked at, you know, I mean, yes, while traffic levels are still down, the ones that are coming out continue to spend far above our pre-COVID transaction levels. So people are spending more on a per-transaction basis. So the ones that are coming out are buying a lot more. Hey, Krita, great to have you here tonight. Welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, we have been selling Christmas like crazy. Crazy Christmas. I mean, it's a glitter fest out there, people. A glitter fest. That's great, Krita. I'm glad to hear you had a great day. It sounds like a lot of people had a great Saturday. Yes, Miss Michelle, I am live. I am very, very late. I was way more ish tonight, but I advertised in advance that I was going to be ish. I did tell you earlier I wanted to get back to the studio tonight. I could have stopped and done this someplace else, but I wanted to be back here, and I'm glad I am. And it's great to have you with us, Michelle and Krita. Thank you for joining late. In other government news, the big question I keep on getting from all of you, will there be, won't there be? Won't you be my stimulus? Well, I don't know where the general feeling is at some point there will be stimulus. Okay, there will be another bill. Okay, that'll include the PPP, that will include other things at some point. Okay. I'm also being advised that the discussions that are, and this has been a roller coaster week for on again, off again discussions, etc. I'm being advised that the discussions that are going on right now are, and are continuing to happen, are theater. And what do I mean by theater? It's if both sides say they're still talking and have some back and forth, then nobody gets to take credit that a bill passed, and it's nobody's fault that a bill didn't pass. Okay, so neither one can blame the other for not getting it done, and neither one can take credit for getting the bill across the finish line and aid to people. And aid is so desperately needed. You know, if you're a northern state, okay, you know, heating season's right around the corner. I mean, for some, heating season's already here, okay? I like to stretch that as long as I can without getting the heaters on, but for some, you know, the heating season is already here. And, you know, in the Northeast, or in areas where oil heat is big, I mean, we have our house is part oil, part propane. You know, you get 500 gallons of oil delivered at once. Those oil companies aren't subject to the same things as electric and gas companies are as far as doing shutoffs or keeping people on regardless. So people need oil and need to have that delivered and need to have the money to be able to do it. So it is a big to-do. It is a big, big to-do. You know, they do get nervous about it, the oil companies. I know when this just started, when, you know, I mean, we were still in heating season when this started back in March. And I got an oil delivery, and my oil company called me and said, because I have a big tank, they're like, do you even want the delivery now? We're at the end of the season. And I'm like, no, keep me, I'm on automatic delivery. And when you're on automatic delivery with oil, they deliver, and if you run out, and it was their responsibility to automatically deliver, and they didn't deliver, it's their problem, versus if you're on call for delivery, and it's your responsibility to call them. So, but even then, they went to taking only credit cards for payment. You had to prepay for it, because everybody, they were having problems already with people paying back in March, and so they went to prepay with everybody. Even longtime customers like us that had been on with them forever, they just went that way with everybody. So you could have a real interesting situation with people unemployed, with people not having the money, that didn't get the extra unemployment benefits. You could have a real problem just in that side of it. There's so many problems that you know, are coming out economically. You know, I do like the Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's response. You know, it would be better to do more, to overdo it, than to not do it or not do enough. So, and quite honestly, my favorite quote of this all is, "The pandemic isn't over, and neither is the economic crisis it has created." So both those things are true, and we need to get Congress to do their jobs. We don't elect our congressmen and senators to do theater. We pay them to you know, help the American people and to, you know, help our society as a whole. So I'm hopeful that they're not doing theater, but I am concerned, and that's what I was warned from some of my contacts, that this is really going to be a theater experience for them. So I'll keep you posted, but that is what I'm hearing. Hey, Rick, good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. So that's what's happening there, folks. This is Rocktober. Do not forget that. This is Rocktober. You guys are going to rock it right to the moon, and rock your sales, rock what's happening. And you guys have been doing it already. You guys have all been saying what a great Saturday you had. You guys are doing it, okay? You can do it. Okay, it starts up here. It starts up here with what are you going to do? Is this going to be a great day? Or is it going to be a... It starts up here. What's your attitude? Your attitude is your destination. 96 there, Krita. Wow. And we thought it was hot in the mid upper 70s today, but tomorrow I think we're stretching to get to 60. I honestly don't know. I'm acting like I know what the weather is going to be, and I don't. But that's what I think I heard. How's that? That's what I think I heard. But winter coats, Christmas, snowsuits. I mean, people are buying them. So, I told somebody the other day, they were buying snowsuits and stuff, and I'm like, well, this is 2020, so you might need bathing suits this winter instead of snowsuits, so who knows? The other thing with this, and I really want you to have that in the back of your head. I'm not doing it to scare you. I'm doing this to pace yourself. Okay, all of this is pacing ourselves to get to the other side. And we don't know where the other side is. I mean, this isn't like winter where it has a natural end. Okay? This is moving forward. Okay? Bit by bit, baby steps to the other side. And it's a public health crisis, so we have to work with that and the behaviors that's created. So the one thing I want to remind you and caution you, and I'll do that often because I don't want your expectations to be set wrong. When we flip to 2021, this doesn't end. Okay, so when the calendar flips to 2021, this isn't automatically over. And I know some people think it is. Okay, thank God 2020 is over. Woo! That doesn't mean that. Okay, that doesn't mean the virus is over, that this is all done. So, and I actually have, tomorrow night, I will have some health data. I have some updated information on what the healthcare community is doing to protect that community. And it's going to be surprising for you. So that's going to be a big discussion tomorrow night because I want to cover that because I had some deep discussions with a large medical community about what they're doing to protect their teams. So, and I think you'll be surprised. Hey, Ellen, how are you? How are you and Mike? I hope you're at the beach and just rocking it there. Because this is Rocktober, where you're all going to rock it. You are going to do it, people. I have faith in you. This video and everything we talk about here, everything we talk about, all the resources, even the Resale Strong Cookbook, which is there for Self-Care Sunday, the Resale Strong Cookbook, and the Recipe of the Week, which will get posted later tonight. Keep an eye out for it. The Recipe of the Week. This week, it'll be up there in the NARTS private Facebook group. And then over at narts.org/resalestrong by noon tomorrow. Noon! And this video will be there. And on the YouTube channel, you're not alone running this store. It's there so you can like, subscribe, and comment. We are live here every night at More 8 Than Ish. More 8 Than Ish live in the NARTS private Facebook group. Every night we are here. Yes, we are. If you have a question in between, you know what to do. You just email me. You email me at Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil@ECIstores.com. Hey, Michelle's watching with us too. Hey, great to have you with us. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book, and I turned off the page. I found it. I thought I lost my page. It's still hot in Florida. I hear that. I do hear that, Pat. That's why my father-in-law is moving from your area, where you are, Pat, back to Virginia. Back to Virginia for some cooler weather because it's too hot there in West Palm for him. So, moving next week, week after, I forget when, but he's moving. Next week, my peanut gallery confirms. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. Our good morning tonight is I am standing at the roulette table. Good morning. I push all the chips in your direction. I'm betting on you. Yes, I am. The dealer says, sir, that's not how this works. Our good night tonight, standing at the craps table. Good night. Rolling the dice. I'm rolling the dice on you. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Dealer, sir, are you playing or? Ladies and gentlemen, there's our graphics tonight. There's our graphics. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party. A wedding, like the one last Saturday. A bar mitzvah. I guess a birthday celebration because they redid my studio for the happy birthday celebration. Okay, and they had balloons and everything, people. Balloons! Balloons! We do like a good party. See, I told you, we're all up for a party, and I'll be there with you. Don't you worry about it. I'll be there. Hey, my peanut gallery is watching. I'll be back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. More 8 than ish tomorrow on Self-Care Sunday. Make it a day about you. Take some self-care time. Take some time to chillax even. But until then, know that you and most especially you, yes you, I see you there. You're right there in the middle. I see you. You're not alone running this store. I'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you.